They can be guided, yes, but allowed to make the final decision without any threats, intimidation, coercion, or even cajoling. Hi everyone. One of the most obnoxious things that goes on in Kenyan high schools is chasing of poor learners from the optional subjects such as physics, biology, geography, history, agriculture, and business. You know, teachers come up with all manner of restrictions, mostly performance-based, to kick out the poor lads and the girls. It is such a pitiful sight to see a young boy or a young girl being kicked out of two optional subjects such as history and geography. He or she goes to the geography class, for instance, and the teacher kicks them out, saying that geography is a tough subject for tough minds. It is a science. It is for the bright students. It is only for the top 20 or so students in the school. If you didn't get a C and above, you can't take geography. The student takes refuge in the history class only to be flushed out by the history teacher, claiming that he or she shall not take rejects from the geography class. And the student hangs somewhere in limbo, completely dejected, rejected, feeling hopeless and worthless as a student, and more so as a human being. Even though they are finally grudgingly allowed to take up one of the subjects, the initial rejection may haunt the student for a very long time, interfering with their self-esteem. Things get uglier when the teachers start struggling for the bright students, with cases of poaching of these bright students sometimes very rampant. The reason for all this is that some teachers put their own selfish interests ahead of the students' interests. The teacher wants not just the brightest students, but also the fewest number of students possible, so that they can have the best mean scores and the easiest time while marking. Some teachers who don't chase the students after they have selected the subjects start doing so while the students are still in Form 1 by telling the students that a certain subject like physics is hard. It is only for the chosen few. It is not for the average minds. That the school has only 5 amateurs and therefore only 15 students can take the subject. The teacher goes ahead and sets very difficult exams to discourage the students. You know, all manner of unorthodox methods that will ensure they get the fewest number of students possible. I really don't know why teachers would go to this extent to try and get a mean score of 8 with 2 physics or 5 geography students, yet our salaries and now our promotions are not pegged on what the students get. Personally, I cannot discriminate any student, and any student who wishes to take physics is welcome to my class. It is my opinion that the seemingly weaker students are the ones who should take physics, and then the brighter students should take biology. Because, again, it's my opinion that a D in physics is perhaps worth more than a C- in biology. This is because most of the courses offered in colleges, such as certificate or diploma in electrical installation, motor vehicle systems, plumbing, among other engineering courses offered in technical and vocational training colleges, mainly require physics. And remember that only about 100,000 students who get a C+ and above get a direct admission to our universities. This leaves about 700,000 students to join the about 2,301 technical and vocational education training institutions, polytechnics, among other mid-level colleges, where physics comes in very handy. Even if a student does not go to college, it is very easy for them to get attached somewhere in town, kwa fundi wa radio, TV, ama simu, and within a few months, they are able to open their own electronics repair shop in town and start making some decent amount of money. On the other hand, the courses offered in biology are somehow limited to the medical field, mostly Kenya medical training colleges, and require higher grades, mostly C- and above. I'm not trying to campaign for physics here or any other subject, because ultimately it is the student who should make the choice, and they should be allowed to take any subject that they feel like. They can be guided, yes, but allowed to make the final decision without any threats, intimidation, coercion, or even cajoling. It is my belief that this obnoxious behavior will stop going forward. Thank you so much. I'm out.